Alright, this is Ian from Batman Background. I'm going to be reviewing Batman Arkham Origins. I just did this a second ago, but I decided to redo this. Anyway, man, I just ruined the illusion. Just kidding, guys. This is my first blow. It's going to be amazing, huh? Oh my god, did I just say that? No, I didn't. Okay. That's the story we're sticking with, y'all. I didn't just say that. Okay, let's see this crime in progress. But
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry already!
oh shit, there's a sniper. I didn't notice that. I need to take care of him. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, he's up there? Alright. Crap. Anyway, so, yeah, initial thoughts. Campaign, first of all, is lots of fun. The story is new, and it's different, but it's... shit. Well, that's another glitch I just had. Yeah, then I was just trying to glide through the air, as y'all saw, and, started doing the quick draw, and it was frozen in midair. All I did, though, to drop that was to stop trying to glide, and it fixed the problem for me. But, I can't say you won't have the problem. But, okay, so, campaign. The story itself, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, was the most intriguing and the best storyline of them. While I'm on, it was entertaining. It had lots of key moments, him meeting new characters for the first time, but it didn't feel like a cop-out. Just all around, it was great. And it didn't feel rushed, in my opinion, either. There were also a couple times during the story where I was like, okay, if it ended here, this would be a satisfying ending. If it ended here, this would be a satisfying ending. And then another thing is that one of my biggest problems with the storyline was commented on in this game itself before the credits were done, and that's amazing. But I'll leave that out because I don't want to spoil it. You know, I don't want this to be a spoil-filled review on like my Thor: Dark World one, where me and Jordan we did that. That was like you could watch all of 3 minutes of the whole thing before it was well, way too long. No, you could watch 3 minutes at most, if I remember correctly, before we just went into spoiler mode. But performances were great by all the actors. Joker, Troy Baker, he did a great job. It sounded like a younger, more adept Joker, which more chaotic Joker, I mean, and that was lots of fun to see. Another thing that was new and interesting to watch or look at. Oh, where'd that hobo go? Hobo! Hobo, I want to talk to you. I saved you, Mr. Hobo. That's right, I saved you, Hobo. That's nice. That's the closest you get. You save hobos. And, yeah. But, as you saw, which comes to a complaint I'll get to in a minute. Roger Craig Smith. I really enjoyed him as Batman. But, what I've heard the majority of people saying, I honestly didn't really have this problem with him. But, you know, if you had it, a lot of people do, so I feel it's worth mentioning. They said they felt he was a little bland, and you know what? While I will say this, that Troy Baker's guy, he felt equal. I felt he did as good a job voicing Joker as you could. You know, it seems like, okay, this is the Joker. This is, you know, Mark Hamill's Joker, but younger. He didn't sound like he was trying to impersonate him. He didn't sound exactly like Mark Hamill. He did sound different, but he didn't sound like he was trying to impersonate Mark Hamill either, which I think is great. Roger Craig Smith, on the other hand, I would not say he was as good as Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy does do a better job as Batman. He just didn't feel as emotional. He felt a little less in touch with his emotions, which could have made for some interesting scenes if they had done it right. But like I said, his voice performance wasn't bad at all. I don't want to sound like I'm insulting his voice performance. It was just a little bland, to say the least. Not to say the least. I don't want to say that. But it was bland. Moving on. The side missions are lots of fun. Some of the boss fights you can do after the game don't really feel like boss fights, which is a shame because that's one thing I love about this game is the boss fights are so good. I mean, they're so new and unique and interesting as boss fights and all, and they're the first time, in my humble opinion, that boss fights have done in modern gaming in a way that does bosses justice, because I haven't really had a moment where I felt like a boss fight was good since I played an old arcade game. And, you know, even arcade games fall from the same problem that this game had at multiple times throughout it, which was that... Oh shit, I need to get over there, Alright. Which was that, one problem it has, you know, multiple times throughout many games is that in boss fights, they're very, they have this, the older Arkham games had this definitely. You know, once you figure out what to do, it's not hard, it's not difficult in any way. This, it wasn't like that at all. It was something that felt unique. It felt like this is obviously a boss fight. This guy is obviously supposed to be harder. Unlike the horrific Bane boss fights in Arkham Asylum, this guy is obviously a more difficult guy to face. But they were still fun, and I just, one of my favorite things about the game. But like I said, a problem with that is that after you beat the game, the other boss fights you can activate and do, you know, they don't really feel near as impressive. Now, let's see if there's anything else I really want to point out that I loved about the game. Oh yeah, now to problems. A, it's roughly Arkham City with no new improvements. Now that's not a bad thing, but it makes it not as good as Arkham City, because in one hand, if you were just looking at them as, you know, they both come out at the same time, which one do you get? You get Arkham City, you get Arkham Asylum. Arkham Origins is roughly Arkham City, but with a better story in my opinion. However, the problem with Arkham City lies in, well, just that. It is the same thing. And yes, Arkham City was a huge... And yes, you're saying, well, how can it be worse than a game if it's roughly the same? Well, because Arkham City had going for it the fact that it was a huge innovation and improvement over Arkham Asylum and other video games at the time, and this one does not have that going for it. It's roughly what you would expect, and it's roughly the same thing. That's not fun. In my opinion, at least, it's not as fun. It's still a good game. It's still, you know, nothing to complain about, so to speak. But it's something worth mentioning because, like I said, it's nothing new, and that's a shame. Even the new detective mode, as I think I'm going to show you in a minute, was disappointing because it didn't really require much more intellectual thought process than the older one did. It's cool to get to see the crime scene play out, but it's not quite carried out as well. And I can't tell, the biggest problem with the game is I can't tell if all these little disappointments are because they didn't know how to carry it out, or because they were afraid of going all the way and risking people being upset at them for being different, which is a shame. So it's just a shame that that's what happened. As you can see, I'm showing you some detective vision.
The police reported multiple strikes. The victim suffered one massive blow that shattered multiple bones.
But that doesn't mean it's not fun, I guess. Not
Spatter patterns confirm this man was killed by a single large object traveling at high velocity. Reconstructing the event should reveal the murder weapon.
Like here's what I mean when I say, look. Alright? Oh, yeah, and it shows you right there. And then all you gotta do is just watch. Like this, right? And it'll show you the movement of whatever you're looking for. And that's a bit of a shame. But it's nothing too bad.
Notes indicate he's been suffering paranoid delusions. he finally lost control. Alfred, I need a last known location for a person named Andrew Carter. According to the GCPD database, he was released from Blackgate just over a month ago.
I'm sending you what I have. No, hold on. There's a notation here indicating he stopped attending court-mandated therapy sessions recently and is believed to be quite unstable. Do be careful.
I always am.
As you saw, that was, it wasn't that difficult. I mean, as you saw, it was quite simple, laid out for me, and that's how all of the crime scenes are. Like I said, don't get me wrong, it was fun and neat to look at it, to watch it happen, but it wasn't any new taxing puzzle. And I love taxing puzzles. One of my favorite games is Portal 2. And that's one of my favorite games.